10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap.
Good morning to nobody that's watching. I don't care. I was bored this morning, so I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to turn on the camera whilst I sit here. It's either that or I sit here and keep watching Severance, which actually is a good show, by the way, for anybody that's never watched it. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I don't think anybody knows what the fuck that show is. Honestly. It's an Apple TV show, so nobody watches that shit anyway. I don't know why I started watching it. To be honest. Why am I awake this early on a Sunday, you may ask? Because I wake up this fucking early every goddamn day. Actually, I've been awake since 5 o'clock this morning. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's my day off. What's up, Tater Hater? Grumpy Bear? Oh my God. You know, I sent out those links thinking nobody but me is awake this fucking early.
You forget, my good sir. You and I practically wake up at nearly the same time and have nearly the same work hours.
That's true. Are you off today too?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I've been awake since 5 o'clock this morning. Like I woke and nobody, like my wife, she had to go to work today, so she left a couple hours ago, and but all my kids are fucking asleep. Animals are still asleep. I'm sitting here in my room watching Severance, working on a fucking geek project, and I was like, why I fucking turn on the camera? Why not? Nobody gives a fuck, so I'm broadcasting this to both channels, and we're just gonna talk about whatever the fuck we talk about. I have no idea while I sit here and work on this shit. So I don't give a crap. So what are you up to, Firefight? Long time no see, by the way. I know I haven't done a lot of live chats.
Well, that's true. You did have a massive family emergency that happened.
Yes, I did. So I haven't done very many live chats. I'm trying to get back into it this week, so I did a couple this week. But yeah, so I was like, I think I didn't do anything for like 3 weeks. So,
well, the funny thing is we've been pulling massive overtime at the factory, so a surprise 2,000 piece order.
Oh.
Yeah.
How are things at the dildo factory? I mean,
Well, that's Honda's job.
well, he's the tester, right? He's the tester at your factory. He tests all the dildos.
No. You got to remember, I make fireproof clothing.
Oh, do the dildos? Does it cause a lot of fires? All the friction?
I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say because I don't want you getting a channel strike.
That's all right. I don't give a shit.
Well, only if you're a member of the Rainbow Crowd.
The Rainbow Crowd? Oh, the Rainbow Crowd. So here's the thing. Real people in the Rainbow Crowd don't give a shit. It's all the fucktarded left-wing virtue signalers that aren't even a part of the Rainbow Crowd that get the most offended on behalf of the Rainbow Crowd.
Yeah, the communists and the socialists.
I work with several people who are a part of the Rainbow Crowd, and they don't give a fuck. Like, we fuck with each other all the time, and they don't give a shit. But you know who does give a shit? Liberal, white, straight women who want to get offended on behalf of everybody else. All right? The people that I know, every single person in my life that I know that's, not straight, let's just say that, not a straight white individual, doesn't give a fuck about any of the shit. None of them do. So, yeah, fuck all them. Not the rainbow people. Most
Just
of
the
them,
commies and the socialists.
yeah. Now there are some. I'm sure there are some that get offended by everything, but in general, they don't actually give a shit. They fuck around and joke just as much as everybody else does. But all the other fucktarded left wings that want to get offended on everybody else's behalf, fuck them. Take a fucking joke. Can take a dick, but not a joke? What the fuck? Bullshit. Anyway.
Well, on the geeky part of things, next month we should be getting Starfleet Academy and season 2 of Fallout.
Looking forward to season 2 of Fallout. At this point, don't give a shit about Starfleet Academy because it takes place in that shitty fucking future STD timeline. So,
oh yeah, the 33rd century.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, we got a super chat. Officer Tater Hater says, Matt, do you tune in to Andor? Great show. Oh, I love Andor. Andor is a phenomenal fucking show.
Has been one of the redeeming Disney Star Wars projects.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Andor is fucking phenomenal. I love Andor.
And Kenobi, I would say, is a decent second.
What?
Because Kenobi was pretty good at most parts of it.
Well, okay. I don't know if I agree with that. Here's the thing about Kenobi. Kenobi would have been really good had it been chopped down and put into like a 2.5 hour movie. Because there was a lot of shit in Kenobi that was just fucking stupid and a waste of time and didn't matter. And it felt like they took a movie script and tried to stretch it out to 6 hours, which I thought was just dumb. And I'm looking for my shit and I can't find it. Of course I can't. So that's my thing with Kenobi. Is I thought there was a lot that been done differently.
I accidentally hit the wrong button and turned on my camera.
Oh, nobody cares. Nobody's watching.
Well, I was reaching into the fridge to grab a Nuka-Cola Quantum since we mentioned Fallout, and every time I hear Fallout, I'm like, ooh, I got a Nuka-Cola.
Well, I used Fallout for my thumbnail for the video.
Speaking of which,
a modified version. I've got Fallout Boy flipping off the camera.
I giggled at that. Also, I think it's next month or right after the new year, they're supposed to be doing the biggest expansion to 76.
You want to see me spray paint my room? Don't tell my wife I'm doing this. She'd kick my ass.
Why would I tell her?
I don't know. Because you want to get me in trouble?
No.
She's not here.
Then I can't tell you what I'm planning to do once I get my profit sharing.
There we go. What are you planning to do when you get what fuck?
Yeah, here in a few weeks, my employer is handing out our profit sharing checks. And apparently it's supposed to be a good one.
Oh, nice. I don't get
like
that.
Really good. So I'm probably going to go get myself a CZ50.
Ooh.
A little 32, if I'm remembering them right.
Yeah, those are cool.
Or I'll put the money aside that I'm planning to spend on that, put it aside and build on that money and go get myself a compact MMP 45. Because I need another 45.
Shield, right? Not the shield.
No, not the shield, like a normal MMP.
Good. Okay. Then I approve.
Yeah, because I was looking through all my wireless freedom dispensers. I realized I only have 145.
I think I've only got 2 in my collection. I've got the 1911 and I've got the Glock 21.
Well, I got the 1911, which is, made by a manufacturer who I shall not name in your presence.
Yeah, don't. But you bought it used though, right?
Yes, I bought it off of a friend.
That's okay.
But Fire Kitten's just chilling with us right now. He's sitting right behind me.
Nice.
Yeah.
My little Chihuahua is still in bed. Still sleeping right where she was. She crawled into bed. Bed's too high. She can't crawl into it, but she got in bed with us last night and she's still there. She's a lazy little piece of shit. But I love her.
I have a love-hate relationship with those dogs.
I named her after a Star Trek character.
Which one?
She's a little blonde Chihuahua. And it's a girl. Think girl, think blonde. What do you think I named her?
Nurse Chapel?
No.
No. There was Yeoman Rand.
No.
No, okay.
Not original series.
So not original series. Okay. Blonde
female.
Tasha?
No. But you're getting closer.
No, you did not. Who I think you named. You didn't name her after Sayla.
No. Main character. One of the main characters on a show. Not original series, not TNG. Blonde female. Come on. Shouldn't be that difficult.
It's only 7?
7. Yes, that's right. My dog's name is 7.
Took me a second. I'm like, no. Which is funny because I'm literally playing Star Trek Online on my Xbox while we were chatting.
Yeah, my dog's name is fucking 7. Not fucking 7, but although that's usually what she gets called when she pisses on the floor. Fucking 7. No, she's a sweetheart. Love that dog.
I have an uncle who loves to have chihuahuas. All but one of his chihuahuas would always attack me when I would go over.
Huh? Yeah, the Chihuahuas, basically where I came from in Texas, which is obviously when I got her, are basically free down there.
What, are the taco joints out there just handing them out?
Just hand them out, man. There's Chihuahuas everywhere. She was we got her for free because some dog somewhere had babies and they were giving them away all the puppies because I don't know, Anyway, so I grabbed her when she was like 4 weeks old. So, yeah. Anyway, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see who's out there in the chat. We've got with us, Tater Hater. We got Grumpy Bear. We got G.I. Joe. We got Jeff Missaz. I'm butchering that name, I'm sure. Michigan Boys here. Who else? Brian H. Comfortably Numb. Junior's out there. What's up, Jared? Jared's out there. I sent you a link, Jared, but I know you're busy today. But yeah, this is just a fuck off chat. I don't give a shit. We talk about whatever the fuck you guys want to talk about. I am customizing this fucking thing, which I've been customizing since yesterday. Oh, it's coming out okay. working with spray paint, like, I don't know. Spray paint's kind of a bitch. But when you're doing big projects, you kind of have to work with spray paint. Otherwise, it fucking costs too much money. Use the same shit that I use on everything else. So, spray paint it is.
I mean, we could always get some of those paint pens at like any crafting store.
I'm doing like this is just the bottom. Like I'm not doing paint pens with this shit. This is too big.
I learned that the hard way. I was customizing a one of those white Black Series Boba Fett helmets, the prototype model.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll use these because it'll probably get. No, I got the top of the helmet done, and I'm like, fuck this.
No, fuck that shit. This is what I do. This is my metallic finish. That's how I did the whole underside of this fucking thing. And then all these little pieces. So. Oh. Jeff says, I'm actually Zombie Killer 989. For some reason, my alias is. Oh, okay. That's weird. Wonder what.
Yeah, it jumps because, like, I know I had to fix my mine because it put my YouTube alias as my actual name. So anytime I ordered food that was linked to my Google account, it would not have my actual name on there. It would have my username, and they were like, who the hell is this? I'm like, that's my YouTube.
We're delivering to a firefighter?
Yeah. And it only happens when I order McDonald's.
No.
Speaking of which, now I want a snack wrap.
What? A snack wrap?
Yeah. But it's only 8:30 and I can't get those till 11. Damn it.
Snack wrap from McDonald's?
Yeah, they brought them back, dude.
Okay.
They're smaller than what they used to be, but still fucking delicious.
I don't know. The only thing I really get from McDonald's is breakfast. And honestly, the only thing I get breakfast-wise is the sausage, cheese, and egg McMuffin.
I can't blame you there.
It's delicious, man. It's like, it's still my favorite fast food breakfast item. It's simple, it's easy, it's been around forever. I love it. I
either get the hotcakes there or the sausage biscuits.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love a good sausage, cheese, and egg McMuffin. I don't know. What's up, Warhammer? What up?
Oh, did you hear about everybody flipping out about how the auroras were able to be seen in Texas?
I did. It was like countrywide, right? Like everybody.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my God, the world's going to end soon. I'm like, good, let it.
Fucking A. Burn it down, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit.
They're like, some people are like, why is the sky pink? I'm like, well, either space elves have done enough debaucherous things. We're witnessing the birth of chaos god, or the god emperor of mankind was just born.
I mean, either way, I'm okay. I'm all right with either one. I'm ready for it to burn. Why not? No, I shouldn't say that. I have kids. I don't want it to burn for their sake. For my sake, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Fair enough.
Grumpy says, you have Hardee's up in Michigan so much better. Hardee's is okay. I like, as far as stuff that I've discovered in Michigan, I like Culver's way better than Hardee's. Culver's is good.
We have those in Ohio, too. They just put one near the hospital here in town. And I'm like, that's kind of funny.
I mean, it's a pipeline.
Yeah.
No, their cheese curds are fucking great, dude. Cheese curds are great. Their fish sandwiches, and I'm not real big on seafood, but their fish sandwiches, Alaskan cod sandwich or whatever the hell it is really good. So,
Well, down here in my part of the Midwest, i.e. the state that everybody says doesn't exist when we all know that's Iowa, but not Ohio.
it doesn't exist.
We have something similar to Culver's called Swenson's.
Swenson's?
Yes. And it's a legit old school, like you drive up, flash your lights, a car hop comes running out to you, and you eat in your car.
Okay.
And it's delicious. They have a peanut butter milkshake that's to die for. And then they just released, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, their Thanksgiving burger.
What the fuck is a Thanksgiving burger?
I don't know, and I have to get to the nearest one that's like the next county over and try it.
Okay.
But then again, I think the closest location to me is in Cleveland. So the next time I go visit my aunt, I probably could stop and see if they have it and grab one and be like, okay, what is it?
Yeah, I'm curious what a Thanksgiving burger is. Because there's nothing about a burger that screams Thanksgiving, right? Like, is it like a turkey burger? Like turkey?
Possibly.
I'm not big on those fake turkey meats. Like, turkey bacon is okay. And there's times when I'm like, all right, cool. If it's cooked right. But other than that, I don't like all the let's make this out of fucking turkey. I don't like that.
Or fake meat, which is made of heavily processed plant matter. Ugh.
True. Yeah, I'd rather have. Yeah, you're right. I'd rather have that than. I'd rather have turkey than fucking fake ass bullshit, soy, fucking, I don't know, ground up human being meat, whatever the fuck they make that shit out of.
Well, like yesterday, I went uptown to my little favorite donut shop just to get some donuts. And I forgot this weekend we were doing a big, like, oh, hey, now that it's end of November, we're going to do a big, like, getting ready for Christmas festival around the town square. And everybody from out of town is just all over the place. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't dig that.
I'm like, well, it's going to be a 45-minute wait just to get my donuts.
You ever work on a project and after a while you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm kind of done fucking with this. So however it turns out, it turns out. That's where I'm at with this fucking thing.
That's where I'm at with trying how to preserve the damage in my Arasaka stock.
Yeah, I've been fucking with this since yesterday, and because I'm working with spray paint, I guess, I'm like getting real fucking fed up. I hate work. Spray paint's so fucking, like, I don't know. You can't do fine detail work with spray paint. So I'm just like over it at this point.
I would be too.
Just trying to get it to dry. I just want to finish it and put this fucking thing back together.
What is it?
Okay, so all right. How old, I forget how old you are.
In under 2 months, I'll hit 36.
Okay. I mean, you remember Ninja Turtles, though, right? The original series. I don't know if you ever read the comics.
Didn't read the comics, but I did watch the cartoon on repeats on Saturday morning.
Okay, you remember the neutrinos, the alien space kids who rode around in a fucking flying alien convertible car?
They weren't the ones that looked like the chewed up pink bubblegum, were they?
No, that's the Utrom. These fuckers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, remember they rode around in like a fucking bright red fucking flying hot rod looking thing?
Yes.
So I'm making that. The hot rod car. Out
Nice.
of an existing fucking thing. Anyway. And I'm like this is just for display. And I'm putting I put way too much work into it. And so now I'm just getting fucking fed up and frustrated with it. So I'm just trying to get it done now at this point. I'm tired of fucking with it. So anyway, Grumpy says Ron Swanson, this is a cow beef burger, ketchup and cheese, optional, enjoy. Fucking love Ron Swanson. Too bad the real guy Ron Swanson is such a fucking libtarded dick. Because Ron Swanson as a character is a fucking libertarian icon.
True. And at the factory, I have a coworker on the office side who gives off strong Ron Swanson vibes.
Nice.
Like anytime I see him out on the manufacturing floor, he's got his work. Like I'm gonna be working with power tools apron on, and he's jimmy rigging something for us to use. It's like, what the heck?
Yep. By the way, for those wondering what the noise is, it's a blow dryer. Just trying to get this fucking done and dry so I can slap it back together. You know, it's one of those things. It's like a lot. You know, you always have those projects where like you do it, you like do your initial work, and you're like, that looks good, but it could look better. And this goes with anything. I don't give a shit what it is. Like, you can be doing geek shit like I'm doing. You can be doing gunsmithing. You can like anything, right? You're working on a project, and it's really good. And then you're like, but it could be better. So you start fucking with it again. And when you start fucking with it again, then you fuck it up and you make it worse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I fucking did. That's what I did with this fucking thing. It was looking really good about midday yesterday, and then I was like, but I can do more. And I've done that with like gun stocks and shit. You know, when I'm doing gunsmithing and things like that, where you're just like, I can do more. I can make it look better. And then you just fuck it up, and you're like, God damn it, I should have left it the fuck alone. Anybody who's ever worked on a project knows what I'm talking about. We've all been there with something. So, don't even play. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, and you just keep fucking with it until you fucked it up. So, that's where I'm at. So, what's up, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, everybody out there in the chat? Oh, Firefighter's back. He dipped out, and he came back.
I wanted to go check my settings on StreamYards for something real quick that shouldn't have given me any issues, and it threw me in the backstage.
Oh, fuck StreamYard. Fuck him. Good morning, Tomcat. Kirby says, I haven't used my wife's toaster oven for things and such. Yeah, of course not. You would never do that, Grumpy. Never.
I
ever.
mean, if it gets it to dry without causing a problem, I mean,
You know, Grumpy tried to get me to marry him and his wife.
you are ordained. Why do you think I call you the ammo father?
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, but here's the thing. He wanted me to marry him, but then didn't give me any heads up. So I didn't have any of my like paperwork and marriage licenses that I have. So I couldn't do it. I would have done it. Honestly, I think in the end it probably worked out way better. Because we were in Tulsa at a gun show. I'm like, what the I mean, I guess that would have been kind of cool, but I feel like they probably had a better wedding with a little more planning and shit than what would have happened had I just fucking off the cuff married them at a gun show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So
that would be better than what I heard a few years ago in a Walmart.
what?
Someone over the intercom at one of the local Walmarts proposed to his girlfriend who worked there over the intercom.
That's some fucking white trash shit. That is some straight up white trash assholery. That is a marriage. I'm predicting right now. That is a marriage that will not last. That's some
Who knows, man?
Trailer trash, white people bullshit. You fucking proposed over a Walmart intercom? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry.
I'm just sitting there going, looking at getting my groceries, and I hear this. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, that's some fucking stupid shit.
I mean, I'm like, am I going to see these people on live PD?
Yes. They probably were on a couple episodes of Cops or something.
Speaking of which, I'm still pissed that they canceled that show in the wake of everything that happened in 2020 and 2021.
They canceled Cops, really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And same with Live PD, but they brought it back as a streaming show called On Patrol.
I mean, honestly, I haven't watched Cops in fucking 30 years. So, who knows? But because I watched Cops back in the 90s when it first came out, you know. I'll be honest, I didn't even know that show. How long did that show last? How long was that fucking thing on?
Oh, I think it premiered during the late 80s and up until
it was on when
2020.
It was on when I was a kid, so
I remember it being on when I was in elementary school in the early to mid 90s, along with Rescue 911.
Yeah. I know I was a kid when it started, so it would have had to have been the late 80s. So, yeah, that makes sense.
And it catches me off guard.
20? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, they canceled it due to the, Summer of Love protests.
Fuck all that shit. Fucking retarded bullshit.
Oh, I gotta send you a link to something later.
Okay.
I found a company that is making 1-to-1 exact replicas of Picard's Earl Grey teacups from TNG.
I forget what those things look like.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't remember what these cups look like. It's been a while.
But I'm also doing a little research on those new Beretta 80Xs. So, because I've been thinking about getting one of those.
Oh, the little 380s.
Well, I hear now they're also going to introduce a model of it that's in 32 also.
Oh, I'd get the 380 before I'd get the 32.
Because I'm like, I want some that's 92 like, but not a 92.
You. Sorry, go ahead.
And I'm like, that looks pretty interesting. And I'm like, plus it holds more than my Walther PK 380. I think it holds 13 rounds of 380.
Yeah. They're big, small guns. So, I mean, they're obviously smaller than 9s and things like that, but they're still for a 380, they're a hefty gun. So it depends on, like what you want it for, but.
Yeah, because every time I try and get one of the, like, 84s or whatever, when they're brought in as surplus, I never have the money.
Yeah.
Or when I get it saved up, they're out of stock. And I'm like, fuck. That, and just last weekend was the, if we were able to take a trip out that way, in Good Springs, Nevada, the big Fallout New Vegas celebration that they do now.
By the way, I'm not masturbating.
Huh?
Anybody wondering what I'm doing down here? I mean, unless it does it for you, and then you can just think I'm masturbating. I don't care. Honestly. Whatever floats your boat, man. I'm not here to judge.
Oh, but I did find just this morning, a shoulder holster for my Makarov.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here going, can I justify the $50 for it?
I got one that works with my Mac. And I got it with, which one was it? I got it with one of my other little 9mm Makarov pistols. Came with a shoulder holster. I think it was, I don't even remember. I don't remember which one because I've got like 4 of them. One of them came with a 9mm Mac, or came with a shoulder holster that works for all of my 9mm Makarovs. It's not the greatest shoulder holster in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Like, it's kind of a cheaper surplus one. But it does work for all of them. I've never been a shoulder holster guy, though. You know what I mean?
Nor have I, but with winter kicking in, and they're saying that for the Midwest, it's supposed to be very cold and brutal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to have it sitting on my hip and then me being all layered up and having to dig through all my layers to get to it. So I'm like, because this one would have it sitting like right on my chest, so I could have it like sitting over like my hoodie under my winter coat and reach in and just grabs.
No, I get it. And it is. I guess here's the other thing too, is because this will be my first full winter in Michigan, so maybe it'll be something I'll like actually mess around with. Because in Texas, obviously, yeah, there's just. I mean, I've never in Texas.
You've never had that worry in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Like here, though, I mean, I might, and a shoulder holster might be a really good option.
Well, I'm going to tell you now. Once your local sporting goods stores start putting out the Under Armour cold gear, so like right at the end of August, start of September, that's the best time to buy them if you know your size is the most common. Because I can tell you that as a base layer, when it gets really fucking cold,
yeah,
you'll thank me. Because I've had it where we've reached like negative 15 and I have to leave for work, and I throw on my Under Armour cold gear and then another like thermal over those,
Yeah.
and I'm good for the whole day.
You know, you're really not supposed to spray paint indoors.
Nor are you supposed to use certain types of model kitting glue in an unventilated area.
That's true. However, here I sit spray painting indoors.
Speaking of model kits, I got a massive backlog I have to get through, including a refit Enterprise TMP style kit that I gotta build. But it came with those water slide graphics, and I fucking hate them. Because if you don't time it just right, they won't stick, and they just peel right off.
Like, yeah, the water slides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find someone who makes like this regular peel off and stick decals for it.
What I've done, because I've used water slides a few times with some of the custom stuff I've done, and what I've done is just add like a really, really small dot and spread it out of super glue once I know that I can get it on exactly where I want it. You know? Like, I'll use the water slide aspect to make sure that the decal is shaped the right way, because a lot of times, you know, you're putting I'd say a lot of times, sometimes you're putting a water slide on in an area where, you know, a normal sticker wouldn't work because maybe there's some details in whatever you're sticking it on where water slide will form to the shape. But that being said, if you're doing a full Enterprise, that's probably a lot of fucking water slides.
Oh yeah, because
So, never mind, scratch that. You don't want to be fucking around with super
no,
glue.
because even the Aztecing for the hull is a water slide decal.
Yeah.
And if I could hand paint the Aztecing, I would, but I don't have that skill
Yeah.
because I am not patient at all for it.
Yeah, I got you. Comfortably Numb in the chat says, have you seen those jackets by Venado that have built-in holster? No, I've never even heard of that. Never even heard of Venado. Remember, I'm
Nor
from
have I.
This is like I did get here in Michigan like the second half of winter last year. So I experienced half of winter. This is my first full. So if Venado is a brand that typically is popular in colder areas, that explains why I have not heard of it. So,
Normally it's Carhartt that's the popular one.
yeah, Carhartt I've heard of because they sell all kinds of shit, you know.
Yeah.
Even stuff that you would wear in Texas. Like, yeah, they sell jackets and stuff, but they also, you know, they sell coats, but they also sell lighter jackets that, yeah, Carhartt I've heard of. Venado I have not.
Well, I know this, a brand that I'm very fond of because I bought one of their vests at Tractor Supply a couple of winters ago, is Ariat, and they have a chest pocket in this vest that has an elastic that I can perfectly fit my Glock 43 in.
There you go.
But, you know, is it going to be quick for me to draw it? No. But it's poofy enough that when it's in that pocket, nobody knows I have it on me.
That's cool.
And that was like a $100 winter vest, and I got it on sale for $25. Some sort of weird Black Friday like deal.
Grumpy says, get yourself a 1900s union suit with a butt flap. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great for when you have to take a shit, but not great for when you have to piss. Because you have to undo the whole union suit.
That's true. Although if you get it big enough, well, no, because you can just sit down to take a piss. You pull the flap, sit down, take a piss.
Or maybe it's time they just make a union suit that has a dick flap.
Oh, yeah. Officer Tater Hater says, why'd they ever call it cops when it should have been called domestic terrorists with shiny badges? That's a good point. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But you are right.
That's one thing I don't get about, like, say, like live PD is it's cops show like, but you also have guys there giving commentary on the stuff we're seeing on the TV screen.
LL Bean, Carhartt. Yep. All good brands.
Mm-hmm. Hell, I was just checking the weather for my location here right before I jumped in, and they're saying over the next 4 days leading into the Thanksgiving holiday, we're going to have highs of 32.
Oh, nice. I don't know what our weather is going to be. We've already got snow once this year.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
So, I mean, it's been pretty... I think the highest it's been in the last 2 weeks was like low 50s or something.
Yep.
So,
which is funny because we got, when that snow came through, we got here where I live about 6 inches of snow. And my building management for the apartment complex has not pulled up the speed bumps in the parking lot yet. So when we do get a plowable level of snow, the snow plows don't get fucked up.
Ooh. Geek topic. Have you ever watched Severance?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's I'm not surprised because it's on Apple TV Plus.
That's why I don't have that.
Nobody's heard of those fucking shows. Of course I pirate it, but I don't pay for it. Fuck Apple. And it's this show. It's actually pretty good, but it's like every show on Apple TV Plus. Like their shit is almost. I mean, I'm trying to think. They have really good shows with very interesting premises. However, they do this like slow burn shit for everything. Whether you watch fucking C or Severance or Silo or Foundation or whatever, right? It's all real slow burn shit. Cool shit, but slow burn shit. So Severance is basically like this company has come up with this technology that lets you basically disassociate and create a new personality for work, right? So when you go to work, you don't remember it. And for 8 hours a day, for 8 hours a day while you're at work, you're basically a completely different person, right? There's the work you and the regular you, right? And the premise sounds cool. Like, who wouldn't want to fucking not remember having to go to work 8 hours a day, right? Like, you just fucking wake up and next thing you know, you're back home again or whatever, right? Like, you don't remember going to work. But the show takes place mostly from the perspective of the work version of the main character. And it's like their life is a living fucking hell because all they do is work, right? Like, that's all they are. They're just fucking basically slaves. So it's a cool show. It's a cool show. It's a cool premise, cool show. But it's very slow. It's a slow burn fucking show. But I think season 3 is about to come out. So I've been trying to catch up on it because I'd watched season 1 when it came out, and then I fucking blanked out for season 2. So I'm catching up on season 2, and it's a good show. I can give it a recommend if you can deal with slow burn shit.
Oh, I don't have the patience for that. The only time I have the patience for slow burn anything is if I'm watching like a thriller and they really want to drag out the reveal of who the killer is.
Mm-hmm.
But half the times I have it figured out before they even say, "Oh, so-and-so is the killer."
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did watch 2 movies this week. I watched Predator Badlands and I watched The Running Man.
I heard Badlands is supposed to be pretty damn good.
Can I just say, both movies were fucking fantastic. And this is going to be, and not everybody's going to agree with this, and that's fine. And this is a very bold statement for me to make, but Predator Badlands is now my favorite Predator movie.
Because if I'm right, doesn't Badlands follow like a juvenile predator who has to go through to some sort of trial to redeem his honor?
He's not really, I mean, he's not really a juvenile per se. He's younger, but he's trying to prove himself to his family because basically he's the runt of the family. And it's like, other than Aliens versus Predator, it's the most direct connection between the Aliens and Predator universe because the Predator is hands down the main character, right? But the second main character is a Weyland-Yutani android. And, but really, like, I would, like, and I don't want to, I'm trying to think, how can I say this? Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hadn't seen it. But I got a very, by the end of the movie, I got a very Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. And I'll just leave it at that. And if you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, like, it made me want to see more of these movies, specifically about these characters. It was really good, dude. Like, it was really good. I loved the shit out of it. I had a blast the entire movie.
If I'm right, is it technically Alien and Predator all the same universe anyways? Yeah,
they are. But the movies very rarely dip into that aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Because I got this to say, when has that movie franchise universe ever been served well by a corpo android? It seems like the androids always go crazy and cause the incident that we see in the movie.
It depends. I mean, because you got Bishop. Bishop was a good guy. Yeah, but you're right. Most of the time, the android is not the good guy. And I don't want to spoil the androids in this movie. So I'm not going to say anything. So just leave it at that. Go watch the movie. I would just recommend watching the movie. It's really good. You may not like it as much as me. That's fine. I'm not trying to like talk it up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be like, it's a great, you know, I liked it a lot. You may not. That's fine. Whatever. But it has become my favorite Predator movie. It reminded me a lot of the old, like, Dark Horse comics and shit that I used to read. You know, I would say this movie delves into aspects of mythology, and not mythology per se, but like aspects of the Predator world and life that has never been in a movie before. Outside of that animated movie that came out over the summer. What was the name of that? Predator Hunter Killer or something like that. I don't know if you ever saw that. But that was
I saw the trailers for it. Have not watched it yet.
It was honestly really good too. But as far as a live action movie, no Predator movie has ever delved into as much about the actual predators and their society and all that shit as this movie does. So, and there's been no other movie where the Predator is the main character. This is the first movie where the Predator is the main character.
Ooh, that's going to be interesting then.
Like he is the main focal he is the center point. Most screen time, everything. The Predator is the main character. You're watching this movie through his eyes with him as the protagonist of the movie. Which there was one big complaint people had when the trailers came out, is that the Predator looks like too smooth faced, and they made some, changes to him where he looks slightly less monstrous, and you know what I mean? Like, it's still a Predator, but you know what I mean? Like, people were complaining, but when you watch the movie, like, I agree that it makes sense from the perspective of they wanted him to be able to like emote more, you know what I mean? To show like emotion on his face a little bit more. Because I mean, all we've ever seen from previous Predator movies, right, is it's just them looking like a monster and yelling. You know what I mean? With the fucking 4 claws and shit coming out of their face. So I get why they made slight changes to his face. You know what I mean? To make him look just ever so slightly more human, I guess. Where he could have a little bit more of an emotive face. Like, it made sense when you watch the movie. So I get why they went with that slightly different design for him as opposed to what the Predators usually look like. So, really good movie. I liked it a lot. But I cannot say enough good things about Running Man. Running Man was fucking awesome. Like, just as a movie on its own, not connected to anything else. You know what I mean? Like, Predator, I liked Predator. It was a really good movie, but also, I like Predator in general, right? Like, I like the Predator mythology and the comic books and the movies and all the shit, right? Running Man is just its own thing and was awesome. Like, really, really good. I mean, the premise is, because everybody's seen the original Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right? This is more based on the book, which wasn't really a book. It was kind of like a novella, right? Like, I think it was only like a 50 to 100 page story in one of the Stephen King fucking collections, which I had read a long fucking time ago. And I don't remember like all the details about it. But this is based off of that instead of the movie. The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie was basically they took a general premise of a person has to compete in a game of death. And that was really the only similarity between the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and the original book. Whereas this follows the book like pretty goddamn close from what I can remember. But like I said, I haven't read the book in a really long time. Where it's just like he's for the most part, right? Like, he wasn't like with the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, like, he was an ex-soldier who's being punished because he fucking did some shit, and didn't follow orders, and he's already a badass. Whereas this dude's like a fucking, I mean, he's, a badass for like a normal guy, right? Like he's like a factory worker type dude who isn't getting punished by being put into games. Like he does it for money. Like he's trying to win money for his family, which is more in line to the original fucking book. You know what I mean? And the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, it all takes place on like set stages where they've pre-set up, you go into this area. It's like a fucking video game, right? You go into this area to fight these bad guys, and then you go to this area to fight these bad guys. In the book, it was, hey, we're just going to release you out into the world where these people are going to be fucking hunting you, right? And you got to stay alive for 30 days. And that's what this movie is. So he's just like out in the fucking world trying to fucking last for 30 days so that he can survive and win the money. It's really good, dude. Like, surprisingly, really, really well done movie. Lots of fucking action. Still plenty of fucking... there's just enough, like, ridiculousness. You know what I mean? Like, it just delves into it just a little bit. Not as much as the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie does, which was just like pure 80s action cheese. You know what I mean? With all the one-liners and stuff. This has a little bit of that in it, but not a ton. Mostly it's just a pretty straightforward action movie with like a really solid story. Like the story is really good. Like it's not just action, just mindless, pointless action. There's a good solid story behind everything. So that
so
one.
If the main character is being hunted down just in general public,
yeah,
what happens to the people who just get caught up in, like, say, the crossfire? That's
dead.
what I want to know.
They're fucking dead. And because it takes place in a future where, like, the corporations who run the networks basically run everything. So, like, it doesn't.
Oh.
They are basically the fucking government too. So they could just kill whoever the fuck they want.
So kind of like that sci-fi show Continuum, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Speaking of which, that was a good fucking show, and I think they canceled it and never resolved it.
I watched it, and I don't remember exactly how it ended. So I don't remember if it got any sort of resolution or not, because it's been so long since I've seen it.
That's what I'm saying, is like, I can't remember if they ever wrapped up the storyline and all that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it. That's one of those shows that's like on a list of shows that I need to rewatch. And I just read it because I don't remember. I feel like I remember in the end. Because, part of the thing was she was trying to save her son. And I feel like in the end, she successfully, like, created a new future. But
I thought it was she was trying to keep the person who invented the company that ended up controlling the government from being killed.
She was, but every time she would try and change something, it would result in, like, her fucking son not existing.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yep.
And so I think in the end, she managed to change everything where she got rid of the company and her son existed and was happy with her, but it was like a branched alternate timeline that she couldn't go back to because now there were two of her. And there was a version of her that was raising her son, but the version of her who had done all this shit, like, tried to go back to the future and saw the other version of her. And so, like, the show ended with her having fixed everything, but she couldn't enjoy it because there was already another version of her in the future happy with her son and a family. And so it, like, ended on kind of a, like, she sacrificed everything so that her son and this other version of her could exist, and she was never going to get to enjoy it. Like, so I think that's how it ended. Like, she did accomplish everything, but like she was like out of place and didn't have like a, you know what I mean? If I remember correctly, but it's been a while since I've watched the show. What's up, Superbad? Night Strike. What's up, guys? I see y'all out there.
Yeah, Night Strike said he can't join in because he's got shit to do.
Of course he fucking does. Pussy.
Doesn't love us anymore.
No.
He doesn't love the ammo cult.
I don't think he ever did. I don't think he ever did love us. He says he does. But I think it's all lies. Lies, deceit.
Just lies from the tablecloth.
Yep.
Damn it, now I got that song stuck in my head. Oh, but other good geek news. Apparently Amazon's bringing back Stargate.
I saw that announcement video that Amazon put out with the creators of the show, with the, what's his name? Brad, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I watched that. Somebody was telling me about that the other day on one of the chats, and I was like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And then, oh no, it turns out they actually did put out a fucking announcement video, which I hadn't seen yet. So yeah, it's legitimate, which I'm very happy about. I hope it's good. The announcement video I saw, said that it was not going to be a reboot, that it would be like a continuation, which is good. That's what I want. I don't want to reboot anything. No reason for reboots. We don't need a reboot. Motherfucker, see? This is what I'm talking about. I keep fucking with something, and then I just mess it up because I didn't leave it the fuck alone. I should have left it the fuck alone. It was good enough as it was, and now it's fucked up. Fuck!
And not to mention, it's supposed to be so many years after when the SG-1 ended.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here going, well, when SG-1 ended, they defeated the Ori. Atlantis was, for some odd reason, sitting in the middle of San Francisco Bay or something like that. If I remember right.
Yep, and Destiny was basically fucking gone. Like,
yeah.
For all intents and purposes, the SGU fucking... Although they... Last time we saw, the SGU knew that Destiny was about to take off on like a fucking 5 to 10 year mission to cross the nothingness between two galaxies, right?
If I remember right, because like
I maintain is a perfect place to pick up Stargate Universe, because it was supposed to take them like 5 to 10 years. You can just pick up with them waking up from cryosleep, but whatever, they won't do that because SGU for some reason got bad ratings. I don't know why. I love that show, but whatever.
I mean, it was a good concept to Stargate, but I had a few issues with it. One of the ones being, oh, hey, we're able to use these little things we could stick on the back of our neck and talk to people back home by occupying somebody else's body with our consciousness. And I'm like, that's just stupid.
Dude, yeah, but it was from the show. Like,
yeah, like, I get it. They were on an ancient starship and maybe it was some sort of lost ancient technology.
yeah,
but I'm like...
it got that technology got introduced in SG-1. Those stones were something that were introduced in SG-1 in like season 9 or something, I think 8 or 9. So that was from SG-1. We had just never really seen them used that much, but Cameron and Daniel and what's her face? What's her name? Is it what's her name? The chick from Farscape? What was her name on the show?
I don't know. I never watched Farscape.
No, the chick who was from Farscape that was on the last like 3 seasons of Stargate SG-1. What was her name on the show? Start with a V, didn't it? The one that
Vela?
Huh?
I think it was Vela or Bella.
I don't know. The one that fucking liked Daniel.
Yeah, it was because of her that the Ori learned of Earth and all that.
But her and Daniel and Cameron had all used those stones before. Like that was already established before SGU or before Stargate Universe.
I just found them weird because it's like I don't think I saw those episodes and I was just like, huh. Okay, I just don't get it.
Yeah, no, that was an established ancient technology that had been used on Stargate SG-1 before, and they just busted them out again because there were stones on the Destiny, so they could use them because you had to have stones on both sides. When they found the stones towards the mid to end of season 1. They were like, oh shit, we can use these to fucking talk to Earth. But yeah, because that was, again, like I said, that was something that had already been established in SG-1 as a technology they had already found.
According to Night Strike, her name is Claudia Black.
Well, yeah, I know her real name. I'm talking about on the show. I can't remember what her fucking name was on Stargate.
I know you're right. It started with a V, but it also ended with an A, and I just can't remember how it's pronounced.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they had all used those before. Remember the first time they used them? I think was it the first time? They ended up on an Ori planet where her and Daniel had switched bodies with people that were living on this Ori controlled planet.
Okay, so I did see the episode. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Because shortly after that, she ends up pregnant.
Yeah, they had just found the stones and they didn't know what the fuck the stones were, so they were messing with them, and it transported Daniel. It swapped Daniel and her to the other galaxy where the Ori controlled everything, and they ended up on that Ori controlled planet, and they had switched places with just 2 people there.
Yep, now I remember. Yep.
So yeah, it was already established, so that didn't bother me. That part of it didn't.
Because if I remember right, her character also used to be a Gould host at this one time too.
Yeah, she had been a Gould host, which is that because remember she would use it from time to time if they would go to a planet where her Gould had ruled, and she would go back and pretend to still be that person, so they would obey her. So yeah.
I think it's time for me to dust off SG-1 and rewatch it.
I just did a rewatch. I'm trying to think. I rewatched all the Stargate stuff a couple years ago. I think was my last rewatch.
Well, over the summer, I restarted watching Atlantis because that was my favorite of the 3 series we had so far. But then again, SG-1 does hold a special place in my heart because of all the shenanigans that happen with like the Russians, the NAD, and of course we got Richard Dean Anderson.
I think SG1's still my favorite. I like all of the shows for different reasons, but I think SG1's still my favorite of all the shows. Just because, I mean, like, if for nothing other than just like the time loop episode being one of the greatest episodes of television ever, you know, like there's just, yeah, and Richard Dean Anderson was phenomenal on that show. Like, you know, I was a kid in the 80s, so I used to watch MacGyver. I loved MacGyver. Still love MacGyver. But it doesn't hold a candle to what he did on Stargate. So, yeah, huge fan. But okay, I think I'm gonna attempt to start putting this fucking thing back together and just be like, you know what, fuck it. However it turns out, because I'm kind of done fucking with this thing.
I don't blame you.
So I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do this, because I don't know if I remember how it actually went together. You know, I probably didn't pay enough attention when I was taking it apart. That's my bad. Probably should have paid better attention to it, but I didn't. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, now that I think of it, since you're up in the Michigan area, you're pretty close to a part of my state that has a Star Trek themed museum/shop in one of the local malls.
Okay, up there. What?
Yeah. Up in Sandusky, Ohio, at the mall there, they have a store called the Federation. And it's got like a small little like Star Trek museum in it, and like merchandise shop. But they're run by volunteers, so you literally have to go online and be like, hey, what are their hours?
Motherfucker. I don't remember how this shit went.
Gotta just line up the holes.
I'm trying to remember. I think this went like that. I don't know. I'm not a screwdriver. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to put this fucking thing back together, but I make no fucking promises because I don't remember how this fucking thing goes. I think this one goes here. I hope I'm putting this fucking thing back together right. There's some little pieces in here that might or might not go where I'm putting them. Vala Maldoran. Okay. Nice strike. I will take your word on that. I think that goes like that. No, that doesn't go like that. That goes. God damn it. Oh, that doesn't work. How the fuck does this go?
I am not sure. Oh. Apparently in Star Trek Online, if you do the current event, you could get the Hazard Team body armor. What the fuck is the Hazard Team?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Time to pull off the Google foo. Oh. It was from a Star Trek Voyager video game for the PlayStation 2 that I never played. That explains it.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, the only help I know of is from the local democracy officer.
I don't think I'm putting this together right. Okay, I think that goes right. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I didn't pay enough attention when I took this fucking thing apart. This is what happens when you don't fucking pay attention to shit.
That is true.
Holy hell. All right. Okay. I think that's right. I don't know. Honestly, I may just be gluing this fucker back together at this point. This is looking kind of ridiculous.
This is highly disturbing.
What is
There are a whole bunch of zombie red shirts in Star Trek Online right now that are doing the Thriller dance
Oh.
on Earth Space Talk, and I don't know how to feel about it, man. One thing they need to do with this game now that Cryptic Studios, who developed it, was bought out by Decca, is they need to bring in a storyline where you get to play through the first Romulan War.
Ah! All right, I think I got that right, but who the fuck knows at this point? Who the fuck knows? All right. Yeah, I may be gluing this shit together. Oh, fuck my life. Okay. What's up, Superbad? What's up, Joel? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna glue this. Kids, don't try this at home. It's okay though, because I don't need these flaps to fold out. So I can glue this, and it'll be okay.
It's only not okay if you get caught.
All right. So those pieces are back in for whatever that's fucking worth. Jesus Christ. I hope that was the most complicated part. Because I'll be goddamned if I remember how this shit goes back together. I think these go in here. Yes, those go in there. Which honestly, I can glue those in too. Which I'm going to do. So I don't need that shit to come out either. Oh, holy shit.
I think I blew myself up.
All right. Joel says, don't glue your flaps. Yeah, I know. I probably shouldn't because it's not supposed to be that way. But for my purposes, I don't need them to open. So, fuck it. Come on. Just a little bit of glue there. There we go. I know what you're all thinking. This is just an absolutely riveting chat. I understand. It might be too exciting for some of you out there. I get it. Trust me. All right. So that's done. What's up, Scott? Scott says, no, I was thinking, why is he up at such an early hour on a Sunday morning streaming? Because this is late for me, dude. I was just bored. That's what it was. I was bored. So I thought, why not? Why not?
Yep. Looks like I'm not going to be able to afford to shoot my little Nagant for a while.
What, ammo too much?
Oh, yeah, dude. Just like 7.7 Japanese, it's like almost $60 a box.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that, and it doesn't help that this revolver is also like 118 years old, so it's like, do I really want to take that risk?
Yeah.
But yet, at the same time, it's like, I kind of want to just shoot it once, just so I can say I have.
Dude, that shit used to be so cheap.
I paid $350 for mine.
So when I first saw those, my early YouTube days, and for quite a while, up until around, I want to say 2015, 2016, you could get those Nagant revolvers for like $99. You could get them at like Classic Firearms. They were like $99, and they would you get a box of ammo for like 25 to 30. And I always fucking, like, I always told myself, like, you know what? You should just buy a bunch of those and stock up on them. They'd make good, like, just backup pistols. You know what I'm saying? And I never did. Because I'm a dumbass. And now they're ridiculously priced.
Well, if Rock Humper ever shows back up and starts continuing...
SHTF story time?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the other thing he's going to say. And the prices continue to rise on
The Gaunt revolvers. I wonder what happened to... Well, I know what happened to Rock Hummer. He got a fucking family, had a kid, all this shit. Loser. What a fucking loser.
Says the guy who also is married and has kids.
Didn't ever stop me from fucking doing YouTube, though. Did it?
No, it didn't.
Rock Hummer was a good dude. Motherfucker. This is supposed to be a magnetic fucking... God damn it. You ever need an extra hand? That's what I need right now. I need an extra hand.
Well, there's a reason why we never evolved with 3.
Oh, because you would just spend your whole day jacking off with your third hand? Is that what you're
I mean, some people would.
I mean, you got the extra hand. Why not do something productive with it? Oh, son of a bitch.
But I did do an oopsie the other day at the local gun show.
What? What'd you do?
I bought magazines thinking they were for my little Colt 1903 .32 pistol.
Mm-hmm.
They were for the 380 version of it, the 1908. So now I have to basically find someone who's selling one of those just so I can have one, just to be like, yep, okay. Now these magazines ain't going to waste.
I hate when you put shit together and you're like, ah, fuck, I'm putting it together in the wrong order. You gotta take shit back apart.
Ooh, Scott, you need to go up there and get it. Because who knows when the next chance you're going to see one of those at that price. Yeah, because Scott said in the comment section that his local shop had a couple of Star Model 30s for 350 galactic credits.
Ooh.
So he'll be an idiot if he doesn't go back up there right meow and get one.
Right meow.
Okay, Scott, I am jealous that you got that kind of friendship with your local gun shop. Because the two closest to me shut down, and now another one opened up, but it's on the other side of town. Quite frankly, also by the hospital.
Again, just creating that pipeline.
And they did just get in one of those HKCC 9s with a factory-mounted red dot.
Good morning, Agorizer. I see you out there.
Scott, pics of the magazine or it didn't happen in the Discord. Come on, you know the rules.
Superbad says, I will use my penis when I need an extra hand. But what if it's your penis that needs the extra hand?
Or you have the encounter with that rare Martian three-boobed lady.
Oh. There you go. Got you there. Agarizer says, morning NEA stream. Dogs and cats living together? Yep. It's true. It's so true. No, I was just bored. That's basically it. Boredom! Sitting here fucking around. I have a Sunday off. And the board.
Which is rare for you.
It is. Well, I get like every other Sunday off. But usually I'm doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, just, I don't know. Today, my kids are fucking not doing anything because Thanksgiving, so they have the next week off.
I got a 3-day work week this week, so fuck yeah.
No, not that lucky.
That, and I don't know why, but I did watch a video last night about the Japanese Type 14 pistol, and I don't know why, but I want one so bad now. Like, I know the ammo for them is non-existent, but I'm just sitting here going, damn.
I got a friend who's got one of those.
If I remember right, TFB TV did a video on one, and they were trying to clear a misfire or a jam on it.
Mm-hmm.
And as they were trying to clear the jam, the round discharged.
That sounds like fun.
And they kept it in the video review of it. That, and I just did watch a Kentucky Ballistics video that I had to share with a coworker at the plant because they're like, wait, he shoots a Furby? I'm like, yeah, want me to send it to you? And she's listening to it, laughing. She's like, he talks just like you. I'm like, damn it. But he just did a video about a 4-bore pistol. Yes, Scott. I enjoy the occasional CN Arsenal when I'm not watching Nightmare Hunters podcast when I'm at work. And that's the one I told you about. That's done by that author who I told you about, that book series.
Oh, yeah.
That I sent you a couple of episodes to. I couldn't find the episode where they were watching a video someone posted from their trail cam on the Appalachian Trail, and they have something that walks up onto their tents. And you don't notice it at first until you see the eyes and what looks like a fucking huge arm reaching towards one of the tents. Reminds me, if I ever go back to the Appalachia region, I'm going strapped. With nothing smaller than a 45.
Mother,
Is it not going back together?
it's not going back together. This is driving me fucking nuts, dude. And then they use screws that are not magnetic, right? Like, I guess these are aluminum. So, like, my screwdriver, even though it's supposed to be magnetic, doesn't hold on to them for me to, like, line the screws up and shit like I need to be able to.
Oh. Those bastards.
So, that's fucking fun. Fuck you! Agar says, from what I've seen in your short vids lately, are you working security? Am I working security? You could say that. I don't talk about what I do publicly, which I know is weird. I used to talk about everything I did all the time on my channel, but yeah. Let's just say I work security. I mean, that is certainly an aspect of what I do. Yes.
I mean, when I joined the chat and I was working at Walmart, I took every opportunity to shit on Walmart.
It's not that. It's just, yeah. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, I get it, man. Because ever since I left Walmart and I started working at the plant, I'm like, I will not mention the plant's name.
Yeah. No, I work for a company and they, you know, there's rules and shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I've said it before. Essentially, it's private police. So, you know, yeah. I'm basically a cop for a private company. And that's about as much as I'll say. I wouldn't have a problem talking about it, but the company might. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of thing. Like, I don't give a shit if people know what I do. But I do put stuff out there publicly, and if somebody came across it and shit like that, you know. So, yeah, and usually the videos I'm doing, I do videos whenever I go out for patrols and stuff. But yeah, let's just say I work security. That's easy. So, of course, I've told people. The problem is I've told people before, like, they're like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I work security. And they're like, then why are you wearing a bulletproof vest? I'm like, it's really rough security.
You just tell them you work security in Detroit. That's why. They'll understand then. You're not trying to become RoboCop.
Let's see. Joel says, you guys ever watch Andrew Wilson? I do. I like Andrew Wilson. I don't agree with everything about Andrew Wilson. Like, I don't agree with all his personal beliefs. But I like his, I think, I like his debate style, and I think he does a good job making really good points. I'm not religious, so that's a big aspect of Andrew Wilson that I disagree with. Well, I don't want to say I disagree with it. I mean, I've talked about it before. Like, I'm agnostic, right? Like, for whatever the fuck that means. You know what agnostic really means? It means I just admit that I don't fucking know everything. That's all agnostic means. Like, people who are atheists are like, no, nothing bigger than us exists. And I'm like, nah, you'd have to be pretty stupid to fucking just blanket statement say nothing bigger than us exists. You don't fucking know. Like, I'm just smart enough to know that I don't fucking know everything.
I mean, look at that giant asteroid that they're saying now might be an alien spacecraft coming towards us here. And that should be getting close, like, what, in the next few weeks?
I don't know, maybe. I'm just saying, like, I'm agnostic. I'm smart enough to know that I don't know everything, and that, hey, maybe there is a God. And if there is, cool. I'm down for that. So anyway, back to Andrew Wilson. Like, he's very, like, he's a Christian nationalist, which is not racist or anything like that, like the fucking people on the left want you to believe. It just means that, they want to live in a Christian nation run by Christian ethics and moral guidelines and shit, which I don't necessarily disagree with. Like, even though I'm not religious and I'm not Christian, like, I don't necessarily disagree with the idea that there are some good morals, as a prescription for society that are based on, Christian ideology. Like, and that is a lot of what the Constitution is based on is Christian morality. So I don't necessarily disagree with, like some of the basic tenets of Christianity, as far as like, being a good person and don't kill and don't steal and don't murder and, don't cheat on your spouse and lots of basic things, like I most of that shit I agree with. I don't have a problem with that stuff. So, but I'm not religious, so I'm never going to completely 100% agree with somebody like Andrew Wilson, but I think he makes a lot of really good points about a lot of stuff, and I do like listening to him in debates and stuff like that. So yeah, I like watching Andrew Wilson. Excuse me, that was so rude of me. All right. Forgive me, I have to turn on my blow dryer for a second here to heat up a piece of plastic. Yeah, Joel says, yeah, he's great. I'm not religious either, but I enjoy watching him and he makes interesting points. Yeah, he does. I do like Andrew Wilson. I think he makes a lot of good points and debates really well, and in general, outside of the Christian nationalist thing, I agree with him on most stuff. So,
well, I know this. I guess there's a lot of civil unrest going on right now in Dearborn.
Oh yeah, never been to
because I
Dearborn.
guess
Don't want to go.
People are fed up with the certain religion trying to force everybody out.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, good thing I had no plans to go visit the Henry Ford Museum currently.
Yeah, I haven't honestly been around enough places in Michigan stuff in here. I need to go visit some more places and do some more things, honestly.
Well, the Henry Ford's pretty fucking sweet museum. And I think next to the Cody's Firearms Museum, they have one of the largest firearm like displays. that and seeing like the history of like not just Ford in general, but like some of the exhibits they have on like technology and throughout the years is pretty cool. Like if I remember when I went there, I was like 14, and they even had like a whole area that was done up to look like some of the wackier housing designs from the 50s and 60s. And they even have, as part of it, a rebuilt historical village where they have reenactors that go around in character that teach you about like each of the buildings that are part of the museum and the history of it. Pretty freaking cool.
And of course, I'm scratching up paint as I'm putting this thing back together, so I keep having to fucking redo shit.
And Joel, no, not ice, but people are calling for ice to come into Dearborn to help clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, fucking need to. Dearborn's fucking Islamic shithole.
I mean, I'm just wondering when they're going to start hitting all the major cities here in Ohio.
Mm.
Thank you. Comfortably? That's right. Greenfield Village. Yep.
What's that? That's in Ohio?
No, it's the other part of the Henry Ford. That's the historical like town that was rebuilt that the Ford family preserved.
Oh, okay.
Because I know in either Indiana or Illinois, there's supposedly another place that's like that Greenfield Village, but apparently it has a reputation for being haunted.
Well, that just sounds even more fun.
I know, we gotta drag Duke there on a field trip, you know? Ooh, no, even better. Drag him to the old Ohio Reformatory. It is said that there's a giant shadow person that will follow tour groups around at night. Yes, Scott. That's what exactly Matt's saying. He works for Omni Consumer Products Security Division.
OCP. My uniform does kind of look a little bit like an OCP uniform. So, especially when I have my vest on.
Oh yeah, I finally did get to play the that retro 80s take on the RoboCop video game. It is too ridiculously fun. And I laughed a little too hard when I found the first floppy disk sitting on a desk. And I'm like, floppy disks.
What was the last game to like do that in? It was like fucking Resident Evil. That was a big thing. You found the floppy disk to do your saves, right? Or sometimes it was the typewriter. Depends on the game.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know one game I wish they would actually bring back franchise-wise? Dino Crisis.
I played the arcade version. I don't think I ever played the...
It was the first, like, survival horror game I played. That was not Resident Evil, because at the time, I'm like, I really don't like Resident Evil, but I like the play mechanics. A buddy of mine's like, oh, here, try Dino Crisis. I think I was more afraid of Dino Crisis's jump scares with the raptors than I was having to fight the like lickers and all that in Resident Evil. Speaking of which, why can't we get more like remasters of like cult classic games going?
Well, they do some.
Well, I know with the remasters of like Resident Evil 2 and 3 were great. The Oblivion remaster is great. So it's doable, but I just don't think a lot of developers want to do the work. Scott, if that's true, then I know what must be done. We must make sure Matt gets a copy of it.
Dude, I can't do Fallout, man. I don't have time for Bethesda games, dude. They're too involved. Like, it's too much, man.
Well, my current playthrough of it on my PC, when I do get on my PC to play, I'm this time trying to actually take down the new California Republic. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna play an evil character. And apparently they're also supposedly doing a remaster of Fallout 3 is rumored to be happening.
I heard something from Fallout was getting remastered. I don't remember what it was, though.
Because I know it's 76. Right after Christmas, they're supposed to be dropping a major update and map expansion, which will bring it into southern Ohio, which apparently has turned into a desert. Which I don't see how is possible because the amount of rivers and the giant freaking inland freshwater ocean to our north of the state border. Like the amount of nukes you would have to go off to desertify a whole state would mean that nobody could live in my state in that universe.
Oh, shit. All right, keep talking. I'll be right back. Gotta go grab something.
That 76 does. I'll agree with you on that, Scott. But what I hate most is like it was really horrible when it first came out, but it's gotten better now that you actually have NPCs in it. But the one I would rather be playing that's an online MMORPG would be Elder Scrolls Online. But I don't have the monetary reserves to have all the expansions. Shit, I gotta see if I still own a copy of that. I don't think I do. Because there's too many MMORPGs out there to play currently. See, Joel, the only way I personally would play Marvel Rivals is to play as Jeff the Land Shark and nothing else.
I've got that game. I played. My favorite character was Iron Man. I liked Punisher. He was pretty good. I'm trying to think. I only played at the very beginning, like when it first came out. So I know they've added a bunch of characters. I never played as Jeff. So that I don't know about.
Well, like everybody tells me to get it, and it's like the style of game it is. It's like that Valorant / I want to say Rainbow Six Siege style, like competitive shooter multiplayer, and I'm not that kind of.
Everybody told me it was basically Marvel's version of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which I've never played Overwatch, but
I did a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, I can't get into that like play style. Because I play games to escape reality. I don't want to have to be playing a game and being told, oh, why is your fucking KD spread sucking? Because I'm playing the objective? Which is why I'm also pissed off right now at the multiplayer for Battlefield 6. It's great, but there's so many toxic players in it right now that came over from Call of Duty franchise. So if you are like me who play as a support class, they don't give you time to run up and revive them. And then they bitch in the in-game chat going, medics aren't picking people up. Well, yeah, because you're hitting respawn the moment we get to you.
Scotty says, I want him to make a new Wing Commander game. I never played Wing Commander.
I vaguely remember a Wing Commander flight sim from like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. Wing Commander was a fairly big franchise on PC.
Like, I remember the movie from the 90s with Freddie Prinze Jr. and all that.
Oh, yeah. Which, not a bad movie. Like,
no.
I actually liked that movie.
It was interesting because I liked the design of, like, the fighters and all that because it was something different than what we saw with, like, say, the Star Furies or X-Wings or TIE Fighters. Or Vipers. It was like, oh, these look pretty cool. But it made me want to try to understand the lore of that like universe, but I never really looked into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that movie was like, I mean, arguably the movie was done well, right? Like, it didn't sit there and try to just fucking explain everything to you. It was like, hey, here's one story in this universe, which I think when you have a movie based off of some big franchise with lots of mythology and lore, like, I think it makes way more sense to do that than to sit there and try, like many franchises have done, where you try to in 2 hours explain years worth of fucking lore. You know what I mean? Which never works out good. It never works out. And so it gives you just enough to get some idea of what's going on, but doesn't over explain everything, because when they do that, a lot of times the movie just feels like, I don't know, it feels like an RPG source book, you know, like a source guide instead of a movie. So Wing Commander was cool because it was just like, okay, here's this one story that delves into the mythology and the lore of the universe a little bit, but doesn't weigh the movie down.
Yeah, it just gave you just enough of it that it made you go, okay, so why is this happening?
Yeah.
And in your free time, you looked it up and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like, one thing people always make fun of me for is because I like both versions of Battlestar Galactica, the original and then the early 2000s remaster / re-envisioning.
Oh, it's Battlestar Galactica and there's BSG.
Yeah.
And they're very different. I grew up on the original Battlestar Galactica. Love it.
I own both on DVD. But I could tell you there's a lot of difference where they based the mythology on between the original and the reimagining, remaster, whatever you want to call it. But they try the reimagining tries its best to honor the roots of where it came from. I think like in-world mythology-wise, instead of like the original series was based on the Egyptian gods for the colonies, and in the reimagined it was the Greek. But it was good in the part that, oh, each of the colonies is based on the zodiac. I'm like, oh, hey. Caprica sucked because they tried doing a prequel that did not... I don't think it had the right writers, so it didn't go well.
I think it was just, like, you would have had to do something really, really unique and special, because in the original show, we got more than enough knowledge and understanding of what happened and how things ended up the way they did, that you didn't need a prequel unless there was going to be something really, really cool and different about the prequel that expanded the universe in a way that you would not have guessed from the original BSG. And the problem is it was just like way too convenient. Like, oh, let's just make it that, oh, it just so happens that Adama's dad and grandfather and all this shit were all directly involved in everything. But the things they were directly involved in really weren't anything we didn't already know. So there just really wasn't much of a point to tell that story.
Oh yeah, but like where it comes down to it, that little web series, Blood and Chrome,
Yeah, that was good.
that should have been this prequel.
Yeah. Yeah, doing the whole first Cylon War was, that probably would have been more interesting. Even though we know how it turned out, it would have been more interesting. Especially if we spent a lot of time, like Blood and Chrome hinted at, of showing the war from the perspective of the Cylons. And spending more time focusing on them and their evolution and what led to them stopping the war than, the human side of the conflict.
Yeah, because that's what I liked about that little mini series was like they incorporated a lot of like the OGs like uniforms in the background. So like when you see a few officers wearing their blue uniforms, it's the OG blue uniform.
Yeah.
In the background. But yet there was just something about it, seeing the Galactica, that like war refit with every ounce of her covered in guns. It's just like, oh, that's beautiful. That and the only Battlestar Galactica video game we got, I guess, got taken down, is now discontinued. And it was set during the first Cylon War, too. And it was a turn-based strategy game. Fleet builder. As far as we know, Joel, they haven't said if they're bringing back the OG cast. But I kind of want them to, because I want to see like Jason Momoa reprise his role as Ronan. I want to see Colonel Shepard back. Like, because they could use this, because it's taking place like after all the other ones. They could use it to help like wrap up a lot of the questions we don't know from the old shows.
I'm willing to bet there'll be some guest starring roles from people from the other shows. I would seriously doubt they'll have Shepard on, because I don't think he's gonna want to come back for anything. It'd be cool, but I don't think he will.
Hey, I would laugh if they have like Carter as the president or something. Like, well, shit. Damn.
Yeah, there's a much better chance of her coming back than him.
But I will laugh if they bring back Dr. McKay.
I think there's a good chance he'll come back. I think the two most likely to come back are going to be McKay and Teal'c. Those are the two most likely that you'll see on the show.
Wait, isn't the guy who plays Teal'c, isn't he the current voice of Kratos in God of War?
Yeah. He's been the voice for a while.
Oh, I nearly bought something the other day while I was out. That would have made you proud. I saw it at Walmart for $40. A 4K Blu-ray remaster of the OG Robotech.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm like, I need it, because I haven't watched it all fully through yet.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this, but we're going to cut it off. Not that there's a lot of people watching, but my kids are awake. I got to go start doing stuff. So I'm going to cut out. Thanks for fucking off with us this morning. Even though this was just a fuck off chat. So maybe I'll do another fuck off chat later. I don't know. But I'm going to get out of here. So to everybody on both channels, we'll see you guys next time. So later, guys.
Same Matt time, same Matt channel.
I suppose so. Yeah, probably. One of the channels. I don't know.